Okay, hello everyone. This is Vishavte, and I got some special guests with me today. Abhijeet Chincole. He's a senior solution architect working BlazeClan and also heading Cloudlytics team from an engineering front. Cloudlytics is an in-house product BlazeClan has built, which help customers do their well-architected review, do the compliance checks, security checks, and even doing the event analysis part on the cloud. So welcome, Abhijeet, and I'm great to have you on the board.
Thank you, Vish. Hi, everyone. So I'll give you a brief about what well-architected framework is.
Yep.
So the well-architected framework has been developed to help and guide cloud architects build secure, high-performing, resilient, and efficient infrastructure for their applications. So every cloud service provider has created their own well-architected framework. So specifically talking about AWS, it's built on six pillars. First being the operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization, and sustainability being the
Sure.
latest pillar which got added. Similarly, Azure and Google Cloud also has their own well-architected framework. Now, this well-architected framework for which has been designed by cloud service providers, this provides a consistent approach for customers and partners like us to evaluate architectures and implement designs that will scale over time.
Well, that's good. Fantastic. And what sort of steps generally involved and when doing a review of well-architected framework on the customer's ecosystem?
Right. So that's where before answering to that, I'll give you a quick brief about Cloudlytics. And
Sure.
so basically, what Cloudlytics falls under CSPM category, Cloud Security Posture Management Tool category. So with Cloudlytics, we have built an in-house engine where we have 1400 plus controls, and then what we do is we map those controls, or rather use those controls to assess customers' cloud environment, and then give them visibility that how their cloud assets are configured, whether those configurations are meeting industry standards and regulatory requirement. So we call it as compliance in a cloud engine. So what we have done is once when these well-architected framework got introduced to the market from all of the cloud service providers, what we did is we mapped all of these well-architected frameworks requirement and converted that into an automated assessment. So that's a value add.
Right.
When customers will be doing well-architected assessments or reviews from BlazeClan, that's a value add that they will get, where we will add a flavor of automation to the entire review process, which will cut the overall review time. And then now coming back to your question, that how exactly this review is being done
Yep.
from BlazeClan's and Cloudlytics perspective. So what we do is we first connect with customers, understand their infrastructure setup, understand their application in terms of technological front as well as business front, and at the same time, what we do is we identify right stakeholders from customers end, and then we integrate their cloud environments. It can be single account setup or multi-account setup. We integrate our solution Cloudlytics with their cloud environments, which is a simple process which hardly takes 5 minutes, where we just need to create, when it comes to AWS, we just need to create third-party identity and access management tool with read-only access and well-architected tool full access. I'll tell you why well-architected full access
Yep.
is required. Secondly, when it comes to Azure, again, we need to create an app registration where readers role needs to be attached to this
Sure.
app registration. It's super easy. Once this has been done, so one of our senior solution architect will get associated as a reviewer. So there is a prerequisite by cloud service providers that who should be doing, who should be performing well architected review on customers' environment. So, this solution architect, or we have a team of solution architects who are trained for this, who already have, took part in different workshops conducted by these cloud service providers, and who have credentials when it comes to AWS. It's AWS certified solution architects and Azure certified solution
Yeah.
architects and so on. So once the reviewer gets allocated to this project, what this reviewer will be doing is, as I was mentioning, reviewer will first connect Cloudlytics environment to customers, Cloudlytics product to customers environment, and then will start getting the assessment report generated through an automation engine in Cloudlytics, and then it will be automatically mapped against the well architected framework for all of the
Sure.
pillars. And
Okay.
then what this reviewer will be doing is will be prepared on top of the automated assessment, and then will block
Right.
a meeting with customer stakeholders, where
Yep.
then wherever gray areas are there, this particular reviewer will ask those questions to the reviewer and mark notes into the overall well-architected tool which has been built within Cloudlytics. Now, once this entire discussion has been done, so basically integration, it hardly takes a day, integrating
Sure.
all of the environments.
Yep.
Then it takes 3 to 5 working days, depending on how large the environment is, to perform the internal assessment. Once the internal assessment is done, there is a requirement of 2 to 4 hours from the customer's end.
Sure.
Just to just reviewer needs wherever reviewer needs to understand a customer's entire setup. And
Yep.
once that has been done, reviewer will again take 1 working day to create a final report and do a report readout session with the customer stakeholders. So, in a nutshell,
That's
it's a week-long process where the entire
right.
well-architected review will be conducted, and reviewer will be able to present uh, overall report. At the
Yep.
same time, he or she will be able to present what are the next steps should be followed by customers to make their environment well-architected.
Oh, fantastic. So what you mean is within this 1 week's time frame, at the end of 1 week, the report will definitely tell a customer that what are the pain points or improvement areas within those 6 pillars, like your security, performance, optimization, those things, including cost,
Yes,
sorry.
yes,
And then
yes.
customer can take those actions after that, right?
Right. Customer will can take those actions, and we also have our professional services team where it can
Sure.
come into a play, and then along with the reviewer who was part of the overall review process,
Yep.
this reviewer will consult the professional services team, and this
Yep.
professional services team will do end-to-end remediations for customers. So for customer, it's like an
Sounds good.
additional hand which comes into a
Sure.
play and which will do review and remediation at the same time.
Sounds good. And Abhijit, do you know or do you think there is any minimum threshold requirement on the workloads to do this well-architected review, or any startups, any mid-sized company or enterprise they can do irrespective of their number of workloads or applications on the cloud?
Ideally, it should be done by anyone, regardless of the scale and number of endpoints they are hosting on cloud. It can be
Yep.
done for startups, and BlazeClan. We have been running this program from last couple of years, where we have helped multiple organizations across the domains and across of different sizes, from startups till large enterprises, to perform well architected review, and has helped them to on an average improve their overall well architected posture by 60%.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, that's good. And do you see any cloud funding available from any of the cloud providers for this activity?
That's a fantastic question. So yes, cloud funding is available. It has multiple factors comes into a play when it comes to funding, but yes, cloud funding is available for AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud as well. So for AWS, it works at per workload level. So let's
Sure.
say if you are one application, we can consider that as one workload. Just an high level definition of workload. And then what we can do is, we as a partner, being one of the premier partner of AWS, what we can do is we can help our customer to complete the review and remediation process, and then help customers to get that funding as well. There are certain prerequisites, something like at least 45% of high risk which has been identified
Sure.
within the well architected assessment has to be remediated. Then and certain more prerequisites are there. If everything is has been completed, then customers will be able to we will be able to helping customers to claim that funding. Same thing works for Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud as well.
Okay, fantastic. And you also mentioned that, this can be done for even a startups or an mid-sized company or enterprises, but eventually consider that, customers have started onboarding few more workloads post doing the well-architected review assessment. So as per your experience, how frequently the enterprises should do well-architected review? Is that a annual process or is that a semester-wise process? So what's your recommendation?
That's a good question. So it totally depends on how frequently workload is getting changed or the overall workload architecture is getting changed.
Yep.
Usually, the best practice is conducting these well architected assessments on once in every 2 quarters or rather twice a year. So
Yep.
that's the best practice. But if it's a fast changing workloads, then it can be done at quarterly as well. The best part here is this entire process. First time it takes time, but
Yep.
subsequent reviews where
Understand.
it can be done quickly because the baseline well architected framework has been implemented on the architecture. And that's
Yep.
where with Cloudlytics what we also can do is we can schedule the well architected assessment, which is an automated part of it, where we can schedule it, and then customers can depending on their schedule, monthly or quarterly, they can get automated reports generated through Cloudlytics. And then wherever required, if let's say there is a deviation of more than, let's say, 15% or 20% in the overall
Yep.
well architected posture, then a reviewer can again get into a picture and then perform the complete assessment and then do the remediations.
Oh, that's good. So that's good. Cool, cool. No, I think you have pretty much covered everything around what the well-architected review is, why the customer should be doing it. We also can look out for funding, which is major decision-making factors, at least for the startups and the mid-sized companies. So that is good thing. I'm anyways gonna post a Cloudlytics link on the description of this video, so audience can go and have a look at that video and definitely reach out to either myself or Abhijeet for any further assistance required from Cloudlytics side or BlazeClan side on doing the well-architected review. Any final thoughts, Abhijeet, before we conclude this session today?
So I'll just end this at by saying this that well architected can be customized as per the business's requirement.
Yep.
All of the pillars are there, but customers can just perform the assessment depending on their requirement. It can be just security and cost optimization, or it can be
Right.
any of the mix and match.
Mix and match.
It's a must to have because we have seen a lot of improvements in the overall processes and overall cloud architecture with a lot of customers that we have worked with. So I'll say it's a must. Please reach out to us if you wanted to perform well architected assessment for your cloud environment.
Sure. Fantastic. Cool. Thank you so much, Abhijeet, again for your time. And thanks everyone for watching. Thank you.
Thank you, Vish. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.